Hey guys, sorry this has taken so long to get out, but honestly, I've been very unmotivated this week. I just wanted to rest, do absolutely nothing, and just rest my shoulder. And yeah, it's been an interesting week. Let's just say that. But I'm happy to be bringing a double whammy to you. Well, I'll make sure to get this out tonight, and then I'll probably upload the actual Mass Singer episode tomorrow. But yeah, it's I've literally just not long had my dinner. Found one of these lovely ice cream pots from Aldi. They're absolutely fantastic. The specially selected packs of 4 tubs. Note, however, they left the Madagascan vanilla till last. Once again, we all decided once we opened the box, because there's only 3 of us living in the house at the moment. We open the box and we decide one of us wants the chocolate, one of us wants the salted caramel, and I think another one was like a lemony flavour, and they leave the vanilla till last. So I'm just like, right, it's been sat in there for weeks now. Let's just get it out the way. Everybody frowns on vanilla ice cream. I don't know why, but we have a few little bits to get through tonight. I found that I wasn't finding as many clues in the VTs as I normally do. I wonder if that's because it's the semi-final. I'll be dishing a few more out on stage. Yeah, either that or I just wasn't listening hard enough. I might have missed a few clues, but yeah, interesting one looking through the VTs this week. So let's have a little look. Now, semi final, there was one expected elimination and one very unexpected elimination. That uneliminated. Yeah, can't speak. That unexpected elimination, I'll get it right, was, of course, Jellyfish. Now, I could have sworn that she was going through to the final. I did not think that she was going out. But, and once in a while, the inner conspiracy theorist in myself does come out, but there is a good reason for this one. I do think that they might have had a little bit of behind the scenes influence on this one, purely because of the fact that Amber Riley has already won Mars Singer over in the US, and they wanted to make sure that it was a fair game for everybody else here. But then, why even have her on the show in the first place? That's what I want to know. If it was all the audience vote, what the hell were they listening to? But yes, we'll go through her clues now that she has been unveiled. Now, she talks about, in the clue package, again, having an amazing feeling, feeling a lot of joy. That was, of course, another reference to Glee, again. The wellness routine, sorry, the breathing that she was doing, she has a lot of wellness routines, Amber Riley, so yeah, she focuses a lot on controlling her breath. Obviously, the glitter ball and the starfish were obviously a reference to her being on Dancing with the Stars and winning. She's obviously done the double whammy and won the Masked Singer in the US now. Good for her. The lipstick and the bracelet was obviously the Rocky Horror makeover. I've been to see that live, by the way, with Oria Duba in it. Oh my god. There's nothing weirder than seeing a news reporter that you grew up with as a kid all of a sudden on stage wearing suspenders and lipstick and weird corsets. One of the wackiest things ever. But obviously, Glee had a Rocky Horror show that they did. And obviously, Don't Dream It, Be It. That is, of course, a reference to Dreamgirls. Now, of course, we had her anagram, Glednaps, which came out as Spangled. I wasn't. I would have been perfectly happy to research this if it hadn't popped up after she was unmasked, but that was a reference to when she sang the Star Spangled Banner for the president, which she so rightly should, because she's got a fantastic voice. Now, next up was the elimination that I was expecting, which was Jacket Potato, because bless him, despite the fact that he is an amazing singer, he did have the weakest vocals of everybody on the night. I did love his song choice though. That's one of my dad's favourite songs, so yeah, very good one for him. And it was, of course, the legend himself, Richie Sambora. Who could have predicted that he would be on the show and he would get to hear Amber Riley singing one of his songs? That's unbelievable. And actually, as well, I'm not unhappy that they broke a rule and actually told her that he was on the show because she deserved to know that. Now the first clue that I noticed was The Snake. The Snake was a reference to another guitarist of Bon Jovi, Dave Sabo, who has the nickname Snake. Because obviously, a lot of people have a very snake-like way, so they say, of playing the guitar. So obviously that will have been where he got his nickname from. The temperature, which I think was 4,136 in centigrade, I could be wrong. 4,136 centigrade comes to 7,800 Fahrenheit, which, as he said, is the melting point of rock and an album title. And of course, the perfect pairing clue is another reference to him in his partnership with Mr. Bon Jovi. And of course, he kept throwing the Jack in there, which they didn't confirm, but I'm still convinced is a reference to the fact that Jack is another name for John. Now, obviously, the anagram was Libyans, which looked like a Welsh word, the way that they'd spelt it, but yeah, very, very funny, which translated to billions. And obviously, Bon Jovi have made billions from their album, or they've sold billions of albums, I can't remember. This is the thing, this just goes to show how much I actually know about some of my favourite artists. Fawn. Once again, this is Natalie Appleton, and can I just say, her rendition of The Sun will come out tomorrow. Oh my god, that was fantastic. I absolutely love that. I was just swept away in the whole moment. I am not upset that she is in the final, despite the fact that she doesn't have quite, shall we say, quite as a powerful a range as Jellyfish did. But honestly, when I saw that costume, and I said this during my reaction video, despite how crap that reaction video was, because I was using Bandicam, I said that's a final costume right there. That costume looks like it belongs in the final, so I'm very, very happy to see her there. Now, this was a very, very clever clue that they put in there. Remember, the 1st of November. What is the 1st of November? All Saints' Day. That was a very, very clever clue that they put in there. I'm very, very pleased with the clue writers for that one. Obviously, the palm trees, the deck chair, and all that. That was another reference to Pure Shores. Obviously, we had one to Pure Shores in the first clue package, and then the 12 million clue. That's how many records All Saints are believed to have sold, according to current statistics. And obviously, I swear this was a different one, but obviously her anagram turned into platinum, and obviously All Saints have got platinum records. Phoenix. Now, I still do believe this is Ricky Wilson, no matter how many times they might say it's David Tennant, it is definitely Ricky Wilson. The blue liquid. I wasn't entirely sure what that was a reference to. I tried finding whether they had a song about alcohol or whether it was something. So I just looked up blue, and apparently blue is the coloured jersey of the Kaiser Chiefs, the football team. So that might be a reference to that, or I could have got that completely wrong. I'm probably going to find out once he gets unmasked tonight. 2012, they performed War of the Worlds live at the O2. I think it was for an Olympic ceremony, but I can't remember. Oh no, if it was at the O2, it wouldn't have been for the Olympics, would it? Duh. The chair stand. That was an interesting one. But I think that's a reference to a Kaiser Chiefs song. I can't remember whether it has the title or this is a lyric. Don't just stand there, do something. If that is true, then that is a very, very good clue. Now, his thing came to Rotaranor, which translates as narrator, and he is a narrator for... Oh, dang it, what was he a narrator for again? It was Dodo, that was it. It was a series called Dodo. And lastly, I don't know what it's about. I think it's like an animated comedy series that he's doing, so yeah. Last of all, we had Rhino. I am 100% sure that this is Charlie Simpson now, because obviously Davina has said it, everybody else has said it. He is the one contestant that I'm sure that they have got for the final. So, all the tickets, obviously, Davina commented on this, a ticket for everyone. He's talking all about options and considering your options about how to live your life, being in a herd or going solo. That was obviously a reference to him being a part of Busted, but going solo and then being part of Fight Star. Raised a few eyebrows. Charlie Simpson is quite well known for his bushy brows, so, and quite unlike me. So I think that's a reference to that. Now his anagram was Nilopep, which translates as Penelope. I forgot to look up what this was. Oh, I'm gonna kick myself when I watch this back. I think it was like about a song. I thought that I'd remembered what the judges had said about it on the night, and I haven't. I think it was about there was a song about somebody called Penelope that Busted did. So yeah, good for them for figuring that out. And finally, of course, we had the loudest clue ever. Thank you for that, Joel. Now, I'll just go through the ones that I have in order. So, Jellyfish's clue was diva. Obviously, as Jonathan rightly said, obviously she was quite the diva in Dreamgirls as Effie White. And she has worked with quite a few divas as well, has Amber Riley. She's very, very good. Now, Fawn. Now, they mentioned who this guy was. And why they didn't stick with it, I have absolutely no idea. Rankin. As Rita or Davina, I think it was, so rightly said, he is a famous photographer. And he did a photo shoot for All Saints. So why they decided to just throw him aside and think it was an accent thing, I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, I obviously know what this clue means now, and the photos that he took of them, very, very good. Nice filters. Phoenix's loudest clue ever was frequency. Ricky Wilson is obviously on the Drive Time show on Virgin Radio. Oh, he was. I don't know whether he still is, but yeah, he did the Drive Time show on Virgin Radio. I haven't got Virgin Radio, so obviously I don't listen to it. I wouldn't know. Rhino. Now, his one was a little harder for me to figure out. I could be wrong on this again, but his one was Zombie, and there was another slightly less well-known band called High Zombie that had a single called Busted. So that could be a reference to that, or it could be a reference to Fight Star's song One Day Sun, which is all about The Walking Dead. So we have ourselves a very, very good set of clues there. A lot to comb through, and I'm sure that we will have a lot more to go through tonight. I'll tell you what I'm most excited for tonight. I really, really hope that they do what they did last year and bring back some previous contestants for duets, because I would love it if they did that. I'm just gutted, I'm not going to lie, that they haven't got Natalie Imbruglia back as a guest judge, because the last two series they got the previous winner back for the final, but instead this year they've got Lee Mack. I don't know why. I get the feeling, I think Natalie Imbruglia is on tour right now, so yeah, obviously she's unavailable. But yes, that is it for Clue Time. I'm not really sure whether I'll do another one after the final. I'll have to see how I feel about that. It's a little bit like Strictly after, you know, they do It Takes Two all through the weeks, and then once the people have been unmasked... once the people have been unmasked? I'm combining two different shows here. Once the final has happened and the Glitter Ball trophy has been awarded, they don't do it. Oh my god, I'm in trouble. Fans are gonna come after me left, right and centre here. Alright, I'm going to go before my brain wears out. I'm going to take a little break before the show starts, and I'll get this video uploaded, and I will see you all for the final. Good. See you later, everybody.